Okay, I got 6 links below. 3 different cameras: Fuji X-T2, Nikon D500, and the Nikon D810. Used light meter on all 3. One of the exposures turned out nearly half a stop under. No big deal. Doesn't matter what I did, actually. Someone would complain about something. Set the Kelvin on all 3 cameras. Used X-Rite color checker passports. I took all the shots and I went into Lightroom and did a white balance on all the shots. One of them looks like it has a slight color cast, but that's just a little over a third of a stop of underexposure. No big deal. Hopefully you can see past that. Use the same damn lens on all 3 cameras, the same distance, the same lighting. Lighting never moved during all 6 shots. Don't try to figure out which. Obviously I had to crop the Nikon D810. I used the 35mm f2 Nikkor to D-series Nikkor on the Fuji, and obviously both Nikon. Same lens, one single lens. Don't try to decide or figure out which lens is which. Just take a look, and it's like, I like this one the most. Just to see for yourself. They're all pretty damn close, as you would expect them to be. To be honest with you, even though I knew which shot was which, my favorite was the Fuji shot. They're all pretty close, but and also too, the people that did the other test, they obviously had a twitching baby, and they were set to auto white balance. Well, if you're actually doing a professional shoot for a wedding or a chapel or a portrait shoot on location, I mean, I'd have the model or set this in the chapel as well in the meeting hall and white balance all my shots afterwards anyway. So really, the white balance does have to be normalized. I mean, even if I had, say, 2 cameras at a wedding shoot, say a Fuji and a Nikon D810, which is actually a perfect combination. Actually, the perfect combination would be like a, X-T2 and a Nikon D810. I would still have to, after the shoot, normalize all my white balances. So even if I set everything in auto white balance, what you should do ahead of time is actually check what sort of white balance you do need for where you're shooting at, but it's just easier just to drop one of these in the scene, take a shot, and set white balance to that, given the lighting that you're given at the point or a portrait shoot on location or indoor chapel or wedding shoot that you're doing. So that's completely fair. So the only thing I did is, like I said, did a white balance in Lightroom on all 6 shots using color checker passport, and I cropped additionally so the Nikon D810. Now just look at the Jpeg images in the 6 links below. As far as which groups are which camera, take a look at that last so you don't influence yourself. A picture showing the informational key as far as which camera is which is on the Flickr link, but don't go to the Flickr link until last. Just take a look at the shots and compare side by side. Don't try to pull up the metadata on the shots while you're looking at them, to influence yourself. Just look at them with... I hope to God your monitor is calibrated. I can obviously only assume that you're looking at the pictures since you're a photographer. Presumably your monitor has been calibrated. But it's a lot more fair of a test than the test that the other people did. I mean, they used 7 different cameras with 7 different lenses. They had auto white balance. They didn't they didn't correct the white balance at the end. Everybody should have a little color checker passport, by the way. I got a couple of them. So they should have white balanced afterwards. And the really key important factor is the lenses radically change a color cast. I mean, you could stick any single camera in manual, and I could put on like 7 different 35mm from like different manufacturers on the same camera, set in manual exposure and manual white balance. You'll get a different color cast. That's just absolutely undeniable. So that test that they did it's just too far askew. It's just not good enough. Just damn out not good enough. So I've spoken enough, so take a look at the links and just be open-minded. Yeah, I actually ended up choosing the Fuji, even though they're all pretty damn close, except for one of them being nearly half a stop underexposed. No big deal. I went off of light meter and used the color checker passport, so, you know. At least I used one lens on all of them, and I white balanced all of them, and I kept the lighting exactly, single light source only during all 6 shots. So that's more than fair enough to make a fair judgment and assessment, okay? So let me know what you think, and remember to check the Flickr link last, okay? Bye.